Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, guys! Hey, Santa has a particular person that has been very, very bad this year. And I think you might know who I'm talking about. He is definitely on the naughty list, and he is going to be hitting not just one coal, but many coals in his stocking. Who is this man? This is, ho, 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 bah humbug, Sam Bankman-Fried, of course. Anyways, yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of CODELL Crypto. That's right, we're talking about Sam Bankman-Fried. Hey, this is a dope article. This is from Crypto Basics, and we are quickly going to be talking about, well, I'm going to be reading to you an article that is talking about a top U.S. rep who is making some shocking claims, saying that the SEC arrested SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, to stop congressional hearings. And you know me, if you've been watching this, I believe it. I believe it. I don't trust government. I don't trust media, mainstream media. I don't trust any of them. I don't trust the bankers. So, and I do not hide that. Anyways, all right, you guys, let's get into this article. So, it says, top U.S. rep makes shocking claims about SBF's arrest, indicates Gary Gensler and SEC. All right. Rep Davison said SBF was arrested hours before the congressional hearing because Gary Gensler did not want him to answer questions about the SEC's failed oversight. No doubt. U.S. Rep Warren Davison, Republican, Ohio, a member of the Financial Service Committee, FSC, has commented on the timing of the arrest of disgraced FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried of SBF. Well, that is Sam Bankman-Fried of FTX, excuse me. Now, according to Rep Davidson, Bankman-Fried was arrested hours before the congressional hearing because the Securities and Exchange Commission and the other regulators did not want congressional members to ask him about their failed regulatory oversight. No doubt, like I always say, in my humble opinion, crypto blockchain is obviously a battle between the old established powers that be at B and we, the people, the new kids on the block. The DeFis, the decentralized financializers. Anyway, so check this out. Speaking at a recent interview in Newsmax, Rep Davidson said SEC Gary Gensler's cozy relationship with Alameda Research and Bankman-Fried played a big part in the timing of his arrest. Warren Davidson believes that SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, was arrested before the congressional hearing this week because the SEC and other regulators did not want to allow Congress to ask Sam about their failed oversight. The best theory I have is that the SEC and other regulators didn't want SBF to give his version of so what were you doing with Gary Gensler in Securities and Exchange Commission with all these meetings and interactions you've had with regulators, Rep Davidson said. Yes, Sam Bankman, what were you doing with Gary Gensler? And just as importantly, yes, Gary Gensler, what were you doing with Sam Bankman? Anyways, Davidson's added that SBF would have answered the question from his own perspective. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But the article goes on to say he would have, or Davidson said, he would have given his own side to the question. The regulators, the SEC, Gensler, and others would not have been able to filter the questions. They didn't know where it would go. I think that was part of what drove some of the timing of the arrest, the FSC member said. Warren Davidson tweeted out, I believe SBF was arrested before the congressional week, before the SEC and other regulators, la-di-da-da. So let's watch this real quick. Okay.
SBF, had been asked to testify hours before he's arrested. I mean, what gives to the timing of that? And what about SEC Chair Gary Gensler? Some say he has a very cozy relationship with Alameda Research, which looks like has commingled funds with FTX.
Yeah, and not just Alameda Research, but Sam Bankman-Fried himself And I think that's a big part of the timing, frankly. I mean, it's all speculation at this point, but the best theory I have is that the SEC and others didn't want SBF to give his own version of, so what were you doing with Gary Gensler in the Securities and Exchange Commission with all these meetings and all this interaction that you've had with regulators? And he would have been able to give his side of that. The regulators, the SEC, Gary Gensler and others wouldn't have been able to filter the questions, and they didn't know where that was going to go. So I think that's part of what drove some of the timing on the arrest.
So, yeah, Gensler, yeah, Bankman, what were y'all doing? But anyways, reacting to Davidson's claims, crypto law founder attorney John Deaton described the comments as an interesting perspective from a sitting member of Congress. That's a very interesting perspective from a sitting member of Congress. Yes, definitely is. Anyways, I don't trust them, you guys. I don't trust none of these lifelong politicians, okay? And I don't trust the bankers. Anyways, y'all know that. SBF arrested hours before scheduled congressional hearings. Recall that SBF was arrested earlier this week on fraud and money laundering charges. The arrest comes hours before the FSC's scheduled congressional hearing. In a Twitter space, Bankman-Fried stated that he would not attend the committee hearing in person due to the large paparazzi effect. However, SBF disclosed that he would attend the hearing virtually. SBF had previously attempted to turn down his invitation to the congressional hearing scheduled by the FSC. The founder of the now bankrupt exchange claimed he was still learning about what caused the crypto trading firm's collapse. So this is what he tweeted out. Rep. Waters in the House Committee on Financial Services. Once I finish learning and reviewing what happened, I would feel like it was my duty to appear before the committee and explain. I'm not sure that'll happen by the 13th, but when it does, I will testify. And yeah, that was his response to Maxine Waters, who he also happens to have a very cozy relationship. There's a picture of them just like, oh, all lovey-dovey together. But do a little research into them. You'll find out that they have a cozy relationship. And yeah, there's a whole lot of, little big one big old spider web going on here. So, because Maxine Waters tweeted out, at SBF FTX, we appreciate that you've been candid in your discussions. About what happened at FTX. Your willingness to talk to the public will help the company's customers, investors, and others to that end. We would welcome your participation in our hearing on the 13th. Guarantee you all this lady does is throw some nice little ice cream softballs. So she's trying to protect this dude. So I got no proof yet, but trust me, you do some digging, it's there. Remember, this dude donated millions and millions of dollars to the Democrat Party and some to some very swampy creatures on the Republican side as well. So anyways, reacting to a tweet, Maxine Waters, chair of the Committee on Financial Services, says Bankman-Fried must attend the hearing due to the damage incident caused on investors. She further threatened to subpoena Bankman-Fried Fried should he refuse to attend the hearing. So Maxine Waters, this is what she tweeted out. Lies are circulating at CNBC that I'm not willing to subpoena at SBF FTX. He has been requested to testify at the December 13th hearing. A subpoena is definitely on the table. Stay tuned. Ooh, Maxine. Ooh, Maxine. Your subpoena doesn't mean shit. But anyways, that's what I got for you guys. Look, not just Maxine Waters, but fuck all these lifelong politicians. If you're 25 years or older and your whole entire life you can't remember these people not being in office, I guarantee you it don't matter what side of the aisle they fall on, Republican, Democrat, they've been cheating their way into office. It's time to get these assholes out of office. It's time to get rid of the banking system. It's time to implement decentralized finance, my people, okay? That is the American way. That is the key to financial freedom. That should be the global way.
All right. Anyways, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. And like I always say, please, if you like what I'm doing, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that little notification bell, and help your boy CODELL Crypto spread the gospel of crypto. One last time, folks. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. And remember, like I always say at the end, God loves you. All right. Until next episode, I'm out. Peace.